this is literally our lives, like my life, Sammy's life, now our baby's life. I just wanted to say that us putting our lives out there leaves us just wide open to all kinds of abuse. It also leaves us wide open to so much love and so much support. But I just want to say this is so real for us that we're going on this journey with you all. It's gnarly. It's so gnarly that you would put this much of yourself on a YouTube video. But it's become like the most meaningful and impactful for myself part of my life. Obviously, my baby is more important than anything else. I would drop this in a second if I thought that would be beneficial for her, but I don't. Honestly, I think that continuing to make videos and continuing to make content online has become part of my identity. We were just in the process of opening up some of the stuff that people sent us, just hanging out with Finley, and I just opened a little box and saw something very cool, so I wanted to get the camera so I can show it to Sammy. Da-dun, da-dun, da-da. Barkman's it?
Now she's just chilling, but yeah. Oh, did you get them on camera? Did you see her? Look at this girl lifting her head up.
She has a strong neck.
Yeah.
Neck gang strong. We've been saying that though.
She doesn't like really bright ass light. That's true.
Alright. So these came from Cynthia Jones.
The Sneech with stars and then the fox in socks. So cute.
But they also came with a third thing. But it says it needs a new battery. But look.
Look, it's a golden snitch, Mama.
Like a big one.
What does it have on the inside?
I guess it's a clock, right? Like a watch.
That's cool.
And you can open it, like, just by pressing it.
Let me see it.
You could take that to Universal next time as part of your outfit. Fin can take it. She's older. This one says, a special gift for you. Congratulations and blessings, Sally Cunningham. Wow. Check this out.
And you spelled Finn right, with 2 N's. No way. Finn. No way. Yeah, the coolest blankies. This girl's like, you thought Bugs was a blankie boy? This girl, she's all about the blankies. So this is so nice. Thank you.
Sally Cunningham, thanks for the blanket. I'm assuming she probably asked me the spelling.
Princess thing.
Because a lot of people think that we're gonna spell her nickname with just one I.
You mean the N?
Yeah, just one N. That's what I meant to say. But there's two, right?
Two. But then in her actual like Finley, it'll just be one N. But I don't know why I chose to do two N's. There's no crazy story behind it. It's just I like the two N's. So thank you. This is cool. Girl, you got all the blankies. Rolling.
Alright, you got the roll line. How do you say it? Rollina. This is the nicest baby diaper bag we ever seen, basically. But this note came with it. It says, another gift for you and the baby. Enjoy, from Julie and PC Snyder and Shadow the cat.
Yeah.
Also, they said...
Been needing one of these too. This is
the
LED
ultimate
nightlight, the
diaper
line
bag.
light.
We're gonna have to set it all up and then bust it out and be like,
Ooh.
check out this diaper bag and look at this.
Ooh.
Yeah. Pronto.
Get that
Get her
booty
down on
clean.
there. Clean that butt.
Mm-hmm.
A little powder in there, everything. But no, this is super nice, thank you. Okay, so it's come to this, as I always knew that it would, sooner or later, but we've been getting gifts and packages from people that we don't personally know for a long time. And I knew eventually something like this would happen, but earlier today we were opening up something that we were sent, and there was legit bed bugs in the box, which, you know, hopefully, considering we got this stuff out of the house quickly, I'm not going to try to make a big deal about this. I'm just stating we got that. Hopefully it's not a problem for us this time, but the reality is we can't just be accepting at this point packages from so many people that we don't know where the origin of the package or what the actual package is, because at this point it's become dangerous. And with Finley here, it's a whole different ball game than when it was just me and Sammy. I am going to open this package because I know who it's from. I don't know, I'm just kind of bummed that that happened. I knew it was going to eventually, something on those lines. But this is from Hal Hitchie. Hal sent us his art before. I know this is a person that I can trust, so plus we're outside anyway, but Hal makes some really cool art. This is it right here. Okay, okay. Wow. The baby book. This is perfect. This is literally perfect, dude. Thank you so much. And this is for our footprint. Wow. Stoked. So yeah, if you haven't seen Hal's art before, check it out. It's Hal Hitchie. Now I don't even see how to spell it. But it's Hitchy. Hal, first name. Baby book. Alright, so I just want to swoop back around because this is extremely serious. Sammy's freaking out about the bed bugs, obviously. So am I. So we're just going to say, for the safety of our daughter, newborn baby, that we're no longer going to be accepting packages and gifts in the mail just through our YouTube channel. If you have a special request, please reach out and hopefully we can respond to as many people as we can without totally taking over our lives. But yeah, for now, and I hope people don't take this the wrong way and they understand why, as you would feel the same way if you were in our shoes. And if you weren't, and you whatever, there's nothing we can do about it. It is what it is. But I just hope people understand. And yeah, so if some people's gifts weren't opened on film, that's probably the reason. And anybody who sent something already, obviously we'll accept it and open it. But from now on, we're probably gonna shut this down just for the time being. And thank you guys for understanding. What's up, everybody? Welcome back to another beautiful day. Look at this. The clouds are out, the sun is shining, and Finley is healthy. So the last week plus, the last like 10 days has just been a whirlwind. I don't even know what to think about it. We're legit parents now. Today will be 1 week since we left the hospital, which is totally crazy. So Finn's about a week and 3 days old, I guess that would be. That's pretty crazy, but we're in it now. We're in the thick of it. This is, parenthood. But today, well, basically what we've been doing is doing like shifts at night. So for the first little bit, basically I'll stay up while she naps or sleeps in the beginning of the night usually, and then after that, well, Sammy's been doing the most of the Finn duty, to be honest, but I'm here, I'm present the whole time too. So we're both doing it. We're sharing the joy of cleaning dirty diapers. But today I woke up, and a lot later than we usually wake up, like 9:30, 10, because I was still just sleeping. And Sammy's been up since like 6, she said, just like cleaned 2 big diapers. And Finn's like comfortably sleeping. She's just chilling. But right here, I just pulled up to a place in our local town called Drip and Scoop, and they started off in Ocean City, and now they expanded. They have a bunch of different locations, but this is run by someone that we know, actually, a local guy and his family. And yeah, he saw that we came here, and someone left a location suggestion on the website saying that they should put one in California. So shout out to whoever did that. But then I messaged him back because he showed it to me, and I was like, we should do a collaboration donut or something, and he was like, that would be awesome. So maybe we will have some kind of collaboration in the future here at the Drip and Scoop. But for today, I'm just gonna get some coffee. Drip and Scoop. It's right here on Route 9 across from True Value, if anybody missed it. Let's see what they got here. So these are all the different donuts. This one has bacon on it, I think. That's crazy. And what is that, jelly? Can I have one of these with the vanilla frosted? One powder donut. And then, what's it, that drizzle one. And then an Oreo one's fine. Donut claims. Alright, so today my plan is to finish editing the birth video. So I think this is the longest I've ever gone without uploading a video since we started going in on our YouTube channel for like the last 5 years. So usually we'll upload like every 3 days, every 2 days. We used to do like every 2 days, like even once every day. We would put up videos like almost every day. But with the baby, there's no way. So it's gonna be a spaced out schedule. Probably gonna do 2 a week once we get on it. And no idea what the content's gonna be, but for now, it's just gonna be literally daily vlogs. So anything that we're doing it and we're filming it. And if people like to watch it, good. Well, we're happy about that. But yeah, that's the plan. So once I get back to the house, I'm just gonna get right into it, and I gotta just, knock it out. Wow, what was that person doing? Like on the side of the road? But what I was gonna say is, It's madness around here right now because of the summertime. There's just thousands of assholes who are never around here usually. And I'm not saying that for like everyone that comes down, but there's some weird people that come down here to the beach. But tonight, not like night, but later today when it gets darker out, like so the sun's going down, we're gonna try to take Finley down to the beach for the first time. So we'll see how that goes. It could be really fun. And so far, the one time we took her in the stroller, she just slept. And the other time that we took her to the doctor and she was sitting in the car seat, she just slept the whole time. So I don't think it's gonna be a problem. Well, I think she's gonna enjoy it, is what I mean. Give her some, you know, a little taste of the beach. This is insane, dude. Like, I'm backing up right now because there's this massive truck. Oh man, there's so many people around here, it's ridiculous. That place is so close to my house, and it still took 8 minutes to drive there, and it's a stone's throw away from the house. Dun 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 dun. Donuts coming in. Who wouldn't be stoked about this? Donuts coming. Oh, you're naked.
I have my booties that she pooted.
She pooped again?
Yeah, and it was gnarly.
Ah, Fin.
Yeah.
Bada bean.
What we done? We're about to put your diaper on and then we're good to go.
Quo. Get your toy, Quo. He's got both his toys. Is that yours? That's your little toy, isn't it? Let's see. He's scary. He does like these little toys, though. The whole crew's just like chilling. Look at this. When the butt. Sissy and MJ are out here. They've been living out here basically for like a week. Okay, so this is the actual dream right here. Chilling at home with my baby daughter. Living it up. So, I'm going to be finishing up this edit today, hopefully. If you guys can see, okay. I never explained this before, I don't think. But the editing software that we've been using for the last 5+ years is just simply iMovie. You don't have to be a fancy editor to really use iMovie. You don't really have to know that much. It's kind of user-friendly. Obviously, I get carried away with my edits. But you can see all the layers, like the video, the other video on top of the video. That's like a little title in there. Title. That's a title that I made. This is a title that was built in that you can type to. This is audio. This is more audio. Different audio. But I mean, most of the edits are pretty raw that we make. Although I do have a decent understanding of editing, so I know how to put an edit together if I wanted to go in depth. But the reality is we put out a lot of videos compared to really most people overall, I would say. And we're pretty in-house. Like a lot of other YouTubers that are bigger have editors and filmers and stuff like that, but we pretty much do it all ourselves. Hence why it's so real, because it's hard not to be. It's hard for it not to be. But I was going to be using this equipment right now to do a voiceover. I don't know if this is necessary to do, but I'm going to put like a little warning in the beginning of this video just for people who might be sensitive to, I don't know, anything that's a little bit graphic. The video is not going to show anything at all, like not going to show anyone naked, anything like that. There's no cursing really in the video. So it's just a warning for people who might be sensitive or very young, so that the parents of them know not to watch it. But the title of the video should explain that, because it's going to be something like the birth of our daughter, along those lines. But just in case, and this is what I've been using now for a bit to do just the audio voiceovers, and it's been working really nice. This is like the best audio setup. The other thing that's really good about this is to do voiceovers, the system is in it of itself, so I can have the computer right here with what I want to be saying typed out on the computer, and I can look at that while I'm speaking into the mic, whereas before I would have to have the mic attached to the computer and have the GarageBand set up next to the other setup, and then I would have to export it from GarageBand. Right here it's just in an SD card on the Rodecaster. I just take the SD card out, put it into the computer, and that audio file is ready to use. A lot easier. This equipment's expensive. We bought it for the podcast, but I'm using it for other things as well. Check this out though. Crow came in here. He was sitting on the couch for a little, and I was like, oh nice, he's gonna hang out with me while I do this. But no, he just took over the crib, which is fine though, because she's not gonna really be laying in the crib for a long time, so it's okay. Crow, live it up. Living it up. All right, I just did want to this is literally our lives, like my life, Sammy's life, now our baby's life. I just wanted to say that us putting our lives out there leaves us just wide open to all kinds of abuse. It also leaves us wide open to so much love and so much support. But I just want to say this is so real for us, that we're going on this journey with you all. It's gnarly. It's so gnarly that you would put this much of yourself on a YouTube video. But it's become like the most meaningful and impactful for myself part of my life. Obviously, my baby is more important than anything else. I would drop this in a second if I thought that that would be beneficial for her, but I don't. Honestly, I think that continuing to make videos and continuing to make content online has become part of my identity, has become part of Sammy's identity, and it's a way for us to give back in the smallest way, so small, and to just show and tell how we feel about the world. There's so many people today that are hiding behind a mask, whether they want to be like a tough guy or they want to sit there and say F social media, da-da-da-da-da, bring it back to the this and that, old school. Everybody is online. I want to say, I don't want to be mean, but a lot of people, not everyone, that's a terrible way of putting it, because most people just go on Instagram, Facebook, YouTube, to not post, just to be on there, to see other people's posts, to see other people's content, maybe to share some photos of their wife and them, or their kids, or their pets, or their surfing, or them skating, or, you know, athletes and whatnot. Tons of people that just share as a business way, or just share, you know, privately to their friends and family, different things that you're doing. But there's like a whole group of millions of people that are so fake online, and put up this, it's just like an insecurity blanket, to try and prove to the world that they're like this person that they're actually not deep down. And I think the most important thing I ever did was to drop my pride and to just drop my ego and to just be like, this is who I am. I'm a sensitive ass person. I cry on the drop of a dime when something means a lot to me. Why would I hide that? I fail a lot. Why would I hide that? I'm not always successful at what I do. It took me years and years to even learn how to make a decent video for YouTube, and to learn how to put out something that people actually care to watch. It took me thousands of times and tens of thousands of hours to get to that point. Why am I going to act like it was easy to do? Why am I going to act like it's easy to change a tire if I've never done it before? Why? It's just people put up this act like they just lie and lie and lie about everything. I don't know. It's important for me to be real. I'm not going to be my whole true 100% self because I can't be. But I'm going to be as close to it as possible. So you guys can get that guarantee out of us. We're not out here to make stuff up and to put on an image like other people do online. We're here to just show our lives, share our lives, and tell our individual story, whatever that may be. But here we are. So that's what I'm saying. Like, I'm in my bedroom. I sleep in this bed. This isn't like some hotel room or Airbnb that I rented out to make myself look cool. Like, there's no trim around that door because I haven't got to it yet. Like, there's nicks in the wall. Like, this needs to be replaced. This needs to be replaced. This whole wall needs to be painted again. All of the outlet covers, well, I did change that vent, need to be replaced. You know, there's nothing perfect about a real life. And I just want to get that through people's heads. Like, it's okay. It's okay to not be perfect. It's okay to not be rich. It's okay to not be famous. If you're okay with yourself, then who cares? Who cares? So at this point is what I'm saying, having my daughter, Finley, who's just munching around right now, has just reinstilled all these values that I care so much about. And it's just allowing me to be my true self. But let's get to it. We're going to do some editing. Let my baby go and do some editing. Okay, as you guys may have seen in one of our videos previously, we're working with a company called Hanbei Mall. Check it out. And they sent us a love seat couch. Beautiful. Actually, we were using it. I was sitting in it earlier. It's in Finn's room. But they also sent us this, which is one of their other brands called Nalani. And this is a nice farmhouse style like TV stand / cabinet shelf, whatever you want to call it. But I'm about to open this thing up and check it out right now. I already know it's nice, but I'm just going to open it up because it's been sitting here for a couple weeks. This cabinet's a pretty aggressive build, so that's the model number, I guess. So this is what it's going to look like at the end. It's going to basically have two shelves, and then this all is one big open space to put whatever. You could put quilts and stuff in there, and basically this is supposed to sit under like a TV area, which we might still do that, but either way we're going to be using it. Alright, so this is the first part done. Kind of like an IKEA type put together like situation. And don't worry everybody, if you want to check out the Hanbei Mall, I will have all the links that you need to get to this piece, the couch that we have, and their regular website in the description of this video. If I forget, leave a comment and I'll send it to you. So I just gotta attach the doors and the shelf, and that's it. But we are about to go to the beach. Finn's first time at the beach. Let's do it. This is gonna be epic. All right, here's what it looks like. You want to tell?
Okay.
Rue enjoys this, but this is what it looks like. Han Bay Mall. So there's the area in here. It's just wide open. 2 shelves, and then the topper. Claim it.
Very, very nice. I love it.
Complete VIP section. This is like getting a booth over at the game. Alright, hopefully today we're going to be selling this billiard sign. So earlier in this summer, before summer basically, we helped our friend Robbie sell a bunch of stuff at his house. Well, it was like an estate sale / yard sale, but he basically didn't tell us even about half the stuff until like halfway through the sale, like day 2 of the sale. So we couldn't really even post it or advertise it. So this came out of the attic, and I knew it was just too good to sell for like 10. So I took it, I guess partially as payment for helping him out. And now I'm gonna sell it hopefully today. So someone is coming to look at it, but they keep messaging me about it, and I was like, listen, I'm not doing like appointments for people to look at stuff. I just had a baby. Honestly, I basically was like, I don't care in a way, but they still want it. And I said I can put it on the porch and they can take a look at it. And then if they don't want it, they don't want it. If they do, it'll be there. But yeah, I have it listed for $175, which I think is a complete steal. It's a vintage billiard sign, and it does say Beach Billiards because that's the guy's last name, but it could just be Beach Billiards, like we're down at the beach. So it's not the same as having like Grafe on there, where you know nobody would be able to use it but that person. This is one of the coolest pieces we got though. Like definitely probably the coolest thing he had in there for my liking, and one of the coolest pieces we've had. So hopefully it sells today. Alright, so anything that we sell is going to be either shipped or on a porch pickup. I know we're going to be around people, but I'd rather just limit the exposure of people at our house as much as possible to like family and friends. But here we go. Let's see. So got the money. Sign is sold, or I should say billiards light. I mean, that was like the coolest billiards light, probably worth double what I sold it for, but easy come easy go. Can't be holding on to it. I don't want it. We don't have a pool table. But right now I'm going to Target, and I'm going to pick up some stuff that Sammy had ordered last night. So basically you can make an order and it'll go right to the front, and all you have to do is have your code and they just scan it and they bring your stuff to you. And it allows Sammy to pick stuff out without going to the store and spending hours looking for it, and stuff that I might not even be able to find in the store. So let's do it. Off to Target. All right, so this is a pretty good trick for people that might not be able to go out or have the time. You know, if you just had a baby. Either way, whatever. This is the code. All they do is scan that in, and everything that Sammy put in her cart last night, they're gonna have ready for me to go. So we're stoked. Pickup order. See, they have a whole section just for this. Look at this guy. All right, that's as easy as that. I was in there for about 3 minutes and I got everything. Simple technique. Sometimes it's fun to go shopping, but I don't know. Sometimes it's just, you gotta get your stuff ordered to the front. All right, check this out. What's up, everybody? Another day, another beautiful day. Another dreamer with baby Finn. So we took her to the we took Finn to the doctor today, to her pediatrician. Now she gets to see the same pediatrician hopefully every time we go there. That would be cool. I think that's how it works though. But everything's good. She's gained weight. She gained 6 ounces, I believe, since we brought her there last, which is kind of a lot. It's only been 1 week since the first appointment. I wanted to say though, I never thought about how many actual diapers that babies poop in. So we just got, what did we get? 128 more diapers. We already went through a box almost this big that actually our neighbor got for us for the baby shower. And this is the second box of diapers, newborn diapers. And then my brother got 2 big boxes for us. But those are kind of like the next level after this. These are literally the newborns, and the ones he got us are the stage 1 diapers. But it's crazy. She went through like 100 diapers in a week. But here we go, another box of diapers. And I wanted to just talk about this before, because it was something I was mentioning about what I pack stuff in, and I'll show you guys in a second. Alright, so I was talking about what I used to ship hats in, and I think this is a good advice for anybody who wants to ship hats. More than 1 hat. If you just want to ship a couple hats, just use boxes you have at home. But check this out. They sell these on eBay. So one thing I actually buy on eBay is these, because if you get them from actually the company, you're gonna pay like way more. I don't know how much more, but so I got, let's see, check this out. I got all these for 50 bucks, 56 bucks maybe. I don't know. It came from Uline, I guess. But if you try to order this from Uline on their website, way more expensive. That's why I don't really get it. It's cheaper on eBay, I guess. But yeah, so all these 7x7x7, they don't have to be Uline. Whatever's the cheapest ones you can find. These are the perfect sizes to put a snapback hat or any kind of hat. Obviously, if it's a beanie, you can just throw it in a poly bag. But these are perfect, and you can put a hat in a shirt, 2 hats in a shirt, 2 hats in a shirt and a sticker, 2 hats in a patch, whatever, you know, combinations of stuff. Doesn't have to be just 1 hat, but these are the boxes to buy. So now I can pack up all the rest of the hats that people ordered. So if your order didn't get to you, or if you haven't got a notification that it's shipping, it will be soon. Well, by the time this video comes out, all the orders should be filled in entirety. All right, on a scale of 1 to 10, how many diapers does Finn like to use in a week?
A lot.
I'm like, how many? Did she just poop?
Right now? You better have been a burp girl.
Are you the paper checker?
With the pooper checkers.
Is Finn? Or she just lets it ride? She looks fat on here.
Wide angle.
Like big cheeks.
Daddy likes to use wide angle.
Let me see her again. Ooh, she's got the best face.
She's not a burper, guys.
She doesn't like to burp a lot, but she likes to be cute.
She likes to eat a lot, so we'd like to get you burping. But there.
There's a burp.
It's because I put a little on her stomach.
Nope.
But like the way she likes to just like, you know what I mean? Like she's lifting her head up. How crazy is that? The way she likes to like just rest. It's not putting any pressure on like her stomach because she's just chilling. And like I try and move her and she just moves back. Give her a little massage. My tinky winky.
Alright, so here's what I was saying. Perfect size. So that's a snapback hat. That shuts perfectly. We got a dad hat. Alright, so here's what I was saying before. White hat fits perfectly. This hat and a shirt fits in there. The snapback fits in there. But this legend, Dave Doppler, just ordered another hat in the meantime of me packing this. So shout out to Dave Doppler. I guess he's collecting them all. Alright, here's what we're doing. This is what we got going on here. So what I got from the spot, the local spot down the street. Some nice fresh salmon. And then we got this grilled chicken that's about to go down right now. Sammy J's grilled chicken. On the cast iron skillet.
Oh yeah.
Ooh, baby. Get that chicken, moms. Right?
Yeah, I love chicken.
Is this too bad Finn's not eating for you tonight, with you tonight. Through the M Billy. Let's get this going. That grilled chicken, mama. Oh yeah.
Yeah.
And then I guess I'll just put this big dog on the pan and just cut it up as I go. Are you the chef in this town? Or mainly me?
Now mainly you.
Chef Boyardee Daddy.
You want your man to cook for you? Dote on you? Go and have a baby. It changes the man.
That's not
I've
true.
observed.
I've been the best guy ever, like since the beginning.
It's since the beginning, but you know, some things have changed.
What's he putting on there? Why do you do that for?
Bragg's Organic 24 herbs and spices.
Is that the good stuff?
It's got rosemary, minced onion, minced garlic, granulated onion, dehydrated garlic, thyme, dried red bell pepper, dried carrot, dried tomato, black pepper, basil, extra virgin olive oil, dried parsley, dried tarragon, dehydrated lemon peel, dehydrated orange peel, apple cider, vinegar, celery seed, dill seed, oregano, savory sage, ground ginger, coriander, bay leaf, turmeric, and yeah.
The explanation wasn't needed.
No, I asked for that, but I gave it to you.
We're getting going on this cooking.
Yeah.
Gordon Ramsay style. Nah, not even close, but chicken, salmon. I'll take this over that. This is more like Gordon Ramsay's kitchen nightmares, but we're out here doing it. Look at this. Chef Boyardee Daddy coming in hot. I like my stuff really well done though compared to most people. So what some people would say was burnt is how I like my stuff. Also Sammy does too. We're a family of well-done people in this town. All right, what is up, everybody? Here we are. Welcome back to another beautiful day in paradise. It was thunderstorming and pouring raining most of the night, and today, right now, it is beautiful out. So we're about to embark on something super exciting. Exciting for us, maybe boring for other people, but we have this donut shop coffee place literally right across the road over on the other side called Drip and Scoop. It's usually super chill. Almost nobody goes in there, and nobody really hangs out in there. They just get their stuff and leave. So we're gonna take Finley on her very first coffee / outing to breakfast today, right now. I know a lot of people, you know, take their newborns around, but we haven't really taken her anywhere except to the doctor, one time to the beach for a minute, and then on a walk, and that's pretty much it. We haven't really brought her around much. She's less than 2 weeks old right now, so we've been letting her, you know, get her immune system up and just get her strength, and she's been gaining weight, but today is the day. She's going out. All right, Finley. She's got the hiccups. You ready to go get some coffee and donuts? Strawberry shortcake.
I told you I was gonna wear this one day.
She's a little strawberry head.
My baby.
Oh, she's so small and cute. All right, family outing. All right, she's hooked in. Ready to go. This actually turns out to be the perfect family car, this Cadillac Escalade. It has its, you know, its problems, but this really is the perfect car to drive around with your baby in. Because it's safer than like a regular car. It's bigger, and I don't feel the need to really go fast in this car at all. I actually like go very slow. People have gotten mad at me because I go so slow, but that's a good thing because we don't want anything to happen to our princess. This little baby princess. All right, we ready? I got the wallet. Yeah, big family breakfast date. What are you gonna get there?
Hi, donut.
Donuts for everybody. Is this the perfect family car?
Yes.
Wait till you guys see how close this is. I have to go all the way to work on a Sunday.
It's so close. I should get like a little, I think I have a notebook, but I think we should get like a separate notebook, like write down.
How much sleep you got?
Not just that, just like, because I tried to download the app to like put in like when she poops, when she pees, when she goes to sleep, when she wakes up, when she eats, when she burps. Like that app, I still have it on there, but like realistically, nobody, you're not just grabbing your phone and putting.
I think it's for.
I think to write it down is easier.
That's 100%
Do you know what I'm saying?
true, but I
like
think it's also for people, babies who aren't doing regular things. But like when she's pooping as much as she does, eating as much as she does.
Oh, you mean like
people are calculating this because they're worried.
There's something wrong. Yeah.
Whereas
no, yeah,
Finn
she's
like eats
doing
crazy.
it.
She gained so much weight already. She poops a lot. Like she cries normally. Like she's not just incoherent all the time.
No, yeah, she's good. Maybe I just need
That's
to do it
probably
for my
why.
damn self.
Yeah.
Because, like, you know, if mom's not good, baby's not good. Because they got 5 now. I feel like that's like too good to be true.
Wow, that.
That is gnarly
They
operation.
got a fire truck on the back of there. That was crazy. Neptune Fire Department. That's always such a cool name. Neptune, New Jersey.
Yeah, it is. What did they have to, like, how'd they get that on that truck?
I have no idea.
Truck.
Looks like it drove onto it. This is the local traffic around here?
Right? What is this?
Like, we could have gone right then, but then what?
Oh my gosh. This isn't Summer
This is
Point
the shore
anymore.
traffic out here. This literally does feel like Central Jersey, like Tom's River, honestly.
Hopefully, I'm hoping like in the fall, it just, obviously it will calm down a little bit, but there's just a lot of people in the world. Like, too many people.
Millions of people. So that's it. We pulled out onto the main road.
Is there actually people in Dripping Food right now?
And bam, we're here.
Nah, there can't be. Oh my god, there is.
Is there?
Yeah.
It's never happened before.
It's literally never happened. Is it the weekend?
No, it's Thursday.
There's one family.
All right, she gets so snug in there. When this seat, when we turn the car on, the seat like goes back and makes her snug, and kind of pushes the whole car seat. So I gotta pull it up a little, which actually is kind of nice because it squishes her in there. But this little car seat's super nice. All you gotta do is pull up this, and just she comes right out. Oh, she don't like that.
I'll put. Is it in there?
Yeah.
Okay.
So that's out. So she can either go that way or the other way.
All right, here we go. I'll hold the door for you, Daddy. Yeah.
You got it?
Mhm. Move. Oh.
Right.
Hmm.
Or you can take, what do you call it?
All right.
She's a little chicken head. What's the claim? What's the at?
Kirsten Wilson on Instagram.
The shout out.
That's the shout out.
Hopefully we can hear it, right? She said at me if you put it on YouTube.
We were filming her, and then I saw me in the frame.
She,
Yeah, on the outside.
she's the main subject. Oh, there she goes. She's like, I don't like all the people talking. Usually it's just my mom's voice. Alright, so we talked to the owner of this place. He actually saw somebody comment on his website asking to bring one of these donut shops to California because you could suggest something, and they said they were sent there by, that they knew about it from us, from one of our videos. So the big question is, should we try to do a collaborative donut with Drip and Scoop? Yes or no? Would you guys be down to eat it if you ever came here? Check it out.
I got s'mores and Oreo.
These two?
Mm-hmm.
Obviously, yours. These regular powder.
I think they're all old-fashioned donuts, right? Like underneath of whatever it is. Genius.
The real deal.
Real deal. So good.
You want some powdered donuts?
She used to eat powdered. Oh no, she never ate powdered. Oh, she did. Maybe.
When she was in the womb, right?
Yeah. Right? Did we come in here? Yeah, we did. Oh, this is a sticky one. It's a sticky one, mate.
That's it. Have you had that one? It's so good. 5-star review. The coffee's like regular coffee, mediocre. I mean, still good. I love coffee, but the donuts, right?
The donuts are really good.
All right, Finley's having a good time. So she just slept in there. We ate our donuts, and we're gonna go down to the park and show her our favorite park here in Summers Point.
Soon to be her favorite part. So, hopefully.
All right, here it is. Finn's new playground. You know what though? I think this company might be sending us like some paddle boards.
No way.
We could bring them out here and just like, you know what I mean? Go around for a sec. I'll just park right here, right?
Yeah. Oh, or you could just park where there's actual parking. Feel better doing that, taking her out. Your cars don't drive by. Somebody put their chair there.
That's why the chair's sitting.
She was mad that you took up too many spots.
No, nobody was mad. It's just that I came in on an angle and I took up too much space.
Is that your chair?
Yeah.
Okay. I thought someone left it here.
You thought someone was trying to learn how to parallel park.
I love the local, like the random interactions that you'd never see this person again.
Nah.
Isn't that funny?
Look at this guy.
He's chilling.
2 feet.
Give him a donut.
2 feet cousin.
I gotta put this window up though. This is a true family vlog right now. This is a legit family vlog. Let's go. This is the nicest down here.
Yeah.
Finn's like, I don't even know. I haven't seen nothing yet. Honestly, look at this face and tell me how much more perfect anything could be. Oh, she's puckering them, babe. Get them lips.
Girl, where you get the big old lips from?
From her mama. She actually does have your lips, though.
Because she's got no upper lip. Like her mama. It's all bottom.
Alright, so what are we looking at right now? What are we looking at right now? For how old she is. Like 10 days old.
How old are you, Fed?
She's 1 week and 5 days.
So I was close. Instead of a week and
12
a half.
days old. 12 days old.
You are 12 days old, Finley.
So how are you feeling after 12 days?
How am I feeling? I feel good. I mean, I feel good. I would say, like, not fully back to normal, coochie wise. Did I say this on camera before? Like, I took a sneak peek down there and I couldn't tell what was like my butt, my coochie from my taint. Like, I was like, I hope she you know, stitched it up right down there because it's not looking that familiar. But I haven't looked at it in like 5 days, so. Because like I wash it throughout the day. 2 feet wants those donuts.
He can't have them. That's for my midnight
That's
snack.
the same seagull that's been chilling there since we got here.
So that's why they give you that's why they say go to your doctor in 6 weeks.
6 weeks is so long. And also, like, everybody was claiming sitz bath, like it's a lifesaver. I agree with that when you're in the hospital and you're so freaking like exhausted from giving birth, and it's like, that's like the first thing that you do to clean down there. But I don't know about, because like a sitz bath, so like you sit it on top of your toilet, you put the hot water in there, and they make like, I was using like these organic, they look like tea bags for your healing of your perineal, or however you pronounce that. And it's by Earth Mama. But I ran out of those, so I was just throwing like Tux cooling pads in there, the witch hazel things. And I don't know about like mixing your like booty juices with your coochie juices. That's really, really unsanitary, I feel like. So I stopped doing that, and I literally just clean with the little bottle and the nozzle. I don't even remember what it's called. Just like, I don't know, 5 times a day, maybe more. Just whenever, you know, I feel like I should. But I've been meaning to call my gyno just so they can like take a peek down there, because, you know, I feel like a gyno is different than the nurse or somebody else being like, yeah, it looks fine down there, because that's what they were saying at the hospital. But also, like, that's not their forte, I don't think. It's just so bizarre. Giving birth is wild.
So you want me to take her out of there? Did she just poop?
But
We
it's
can
okay,
change
I
her
have the
right
bag.
here. Or the thing is, the back of the car is a perfect changing area. Like if you
Perfect.
just lift it up and put the mat down.
And I have like those things, I took these from the hospitals. This is what they were laying down for me every time, because I was bleeding a lot. So I took the rest of these things. So
I cut that scene out, but wow.
There's like 3 of these in there.
That was a freaking murder scene. When you had
So they-
finally given birth and they had like 5 of those under you.
I know, I could
There was
see
4 gallons
the
of blood.
mirror that they brought down that I told them I didn't want to see. Didn't want to see it. Didn't want to see it, but I saw it. And so yeah, no, I feel good. No postpartum depression or anything. I just,
It was like the scene from Nightmare
she's
on
good,
Elm
so,
Street.
she's good, so I'm good.
She's more than good. She's perfect.
That's what I'm saying. Like, and I know that it's like, it's tiring, because I don't know. It's not like, yeah, it's tiring. Like she needs to eat throughout the night, and she poops and pees. You gotta change her diaper, but it's not really that big of a deal to me. I don't know. People are like, get your rest. Maybe it just hasn't hit yet. I don't know.
I'm a baby about sleeping, but also I can't sleep through, like I wouldn't be able, I just wake up like every hour and go and check on her. Even when she's like with you.
Yeah.
Like if I'm not in the room or anything, I freak out in my head like, where is the baby? I need to see her.
No, yeah. I mean, even
Like
throughout the day.
Like, is it even real? Like that's why I start thinking, like, is she even in there? Or did I just dream this whole thing?
Yeah.
Because it's almost too good to be true.
It's almost too good to be true. It's actually like wild.
Let me get them strawberry shortcakes.
I told you I was gonna wear this shirt when I was pregnant, because I bought this when I was still pregnant, and he's like, you're not gonna fit that. And I was like, I will one day.
This local squirrel down here at the park is a big fan of the Drip and Scoop donuts.
Big fan.
You're dropping half of it. You know that, right? Uh-oh, the seagulls. We just created a monster. Look at this little baby.
music.
Here it is.
Oh, chicken. Finley's first time at Kennedy Park.
But there's a lot of bugs down here, so we might bounce.
Yeah, there's these like weird black flies.
Mom and daughter at the park. She looks grumpy though.
Because it's like overcast, so she's not liking it. She's so cute. I just want to little cheeks.
All right, since we're rolling with a family day,
She's on the
check
clock, so
this
she's
out.
leaving.
Where's she going?
Says say bye.
She's out. My sister just came here, whipped up 2 lasagnas, made these in the oven, and then she just pieced out. And I was gonna say goodbye, but she's out. What a legend. Thanks for the lasagna. Thanks for the lasagnas. Stoked.
Come back tomorrow or Saturday or something because I think Jonathan's coming down.
That's fine. Just text us.
All right, cool.
Thank you. What? Oh wow. The sturgeon moon.
What's that noise?
Something must have fell in there.
Oh,
Who is that?
it's Rue. Rue?
Rue.
Where's that MJ?
That's Snazzy. The full moon. Finn's first full moon.
It really is.
You guys can see it over there. A little hard to see, but it's the sturgeon moon.
It's so pretty. It's so big.
Wow.
Wow. Hey, look at that.
Look at that. Now let's howl at the moon. Ready, guys? Ow, ow, ow.
Look at this baby. She's like, please stop.
She is mad. She's like, don't do that. Okay, so as you guys know, right before the baby was coming, we were working on this back courtyard. That's what I've been calling it, like a courtyard. And it starts right here. This whole area. So I figured, why, get new stuff to decorate it when I could just use some of the cool stuff we made or saved over the years. And I think for our first piece that I want to include is this piece of art that Sammy and me made. It was the first collaborative art piece we ever made about 4 years, at least 4 years ago. And it says, if you change the way you look at things, the things you look at change. And we almost dropped this off as a public art installation because we did another one that had hands coming out of it, and we left it in Miami Beach, and I guess somebody just took it. We never saw it again, but we got cold feet and we were like, we spent so much time on this, we're just gonna straight up keep it ourselves. So I'm gonna rinse it off because it got bird poop on it, among other things. But yeah, this was kind of like made just how both of us were feeling at the time, because if you just flip-flop life and think about it in a positive way, every situation becomes better. And I think a lot of people would benefit from seeing positivity in a negative situation. which is hard to do, but it is possible, I will say. Alright, another guy I want to incorporate into the backyard scene is this donkey here. He's pretty much just only missing, like, either way. I want to paint this guy green and then splatter pink paint all over top of him, like an art splatter piece. So the first thing I kind of want to do though is just like power wash the donkey, possibly. Power washer would be too rough on this guy, so I'm just spraying him with the jet. Now this is fine art. Here is what we're gonna do. I'm gonna start off by just the blank donkey on top of the moving blankets, and also, all right, so that's, cut that. Moving blankets down to create like a studio space. Plywood down to make it sturdy. Yeah, this is about to be some fine art, literally. Alright, now I'm gonna get real crazy with it. So the donkey is almost pretty much painted green. I might have to go over her a little bit, but I'm gonna just take this can of regular paint, put one of her feet in it, like cut this a little bit and bend it, and just like cut it and have it coming out of her mouth somehow, like so she bit the top off of this. I mean, that's where I'm going in my head right now. Donkey's over there drying. I put some cement in here. All I gotta do is add water, and that'll dry on the foot of the donkey. And now I'm making the top of the can with bite marks on it, and then it's gonna be painted after that. So this thing's coming along nicely. Alright, check this out. How that fits in the donkey's mouth. Wow. So much better than I thought. I thought I was failing. Alright, showtime. I'm about to bring the donkey over here, splatter the whole face with pink paint, and see what it looks like after that. This is the moment of truth. This is where the real practice comes into play. I was gonna surprise you when it was done.
That looks so cool. No way. That looks awesome.
Watch out, watch out. About to step in the wetties. Finn,
She's gotta eat. She's mad.
does she like the new art for the entrance way?
I'm worried about it right now.
She's not worried at all, I know.
She wants to sit down.
was just working on getting the extra drips on the ears. But other than that, it's looking pretty good. Do you like this beast? Do you like this beast?
Put it anywhere. Yeah, I do. Very, very cool.
Oh,
She's lifting
let's see her in
head
the
up.
sunlight. Oh, she's the cutest thing I've ever seen.
My baby.
Get some more of that. Ooh. No, she not. Here we go. Mom's at Target. Getting some snacks. Getting some stuff for the baby. And I just put her up on the changing table. And look at Butters. Her and Butters are best friends. They're literally going to grow up together. Crow. Oh.
Get away from that egg sack. Oh, look at his eyebrows. His white eyebrows.
So we were just checking out the scene over here, and I saw this white, pussy-looking snowflake eggshell, and Sammy was just randomly looked up black widow, egg sac, which is one of the only deadly spiders that we have in our state, and that's what it looks like.
Okay, it's the brown widow, which is still extremely dangerous.
So it's not the black widow.
Okay.
Ow.
Get it out of here.
What?
'Cause
Should we get it out of here?
you get it out of here.
Brown widow spider egg sac.
Wow, he really put that, or she really put that there, like, don't mess with my egg sac. And where's mom at? Because that's nerve-wracking.
Alright. Wasn't planning on doing this, but the pink didn't fill it in as much as I wanted. So we got this yellow gallon that we got from the roller rink for free, and there was like 25 gallons of paint there we could have taken that we should have taken, but I just didn't think we would have a use for it at the time until now. So this is pretty much the final paint job we got for the donkey. I'd say it turned out pretty cool. I would give it a thumbs up myself. It fits right into the whole vibe back here. All right, what's up everybody? So we got a super beautiful Saturday out here today. Finley is in her official princess gear. She's about to get another little pillow for the here. What's it called?
It's just a neck pillow.
A little neck pillow from Target. Okay, I gotta just put the seat up a little bit. Then we are about to take her to the local farmer's market, just for a minute, but oh, she's in there. Good girl, Finn. So yeah, we're gonna go to the local farmer's market. Our friend Concrete Rob and his wife Desiree run the market. You've seen Rob in some of our videos. He helped me with the shed. Yeah, so we're gonna go there, get coffee, see them, see their fruit stand, and just walk around for a minute and then come back. I gotta do some editing today, but let's go. Let's do this.
Let's do it.
So Sammy J just ran into the Target to pick up a little pillow cushion thing that goes in the car seat so that it gives her neck and head more support, because she kind of slumps down in the car seat when she sits in there. Well, the car seat that is also the stroller, because you just put the car seat on the stroller. So so today is 2 weeks, 14 days. It will be at 2:16 p.m. 2 weeks old. Finley will be 2 weeks old. What you doing back there? See, she's just slumping it. But yeah, it's been, I guess to sum it up, it's been a tiring 2 weeks. She's already out. But it's been an amazing 2 weeks. It's like been the best 2 weeks of our lives, basically. But she got out quick. So that's how quick that is when you just order it to the Target. She's already out. It's been like literally a minute, 2 minutes.
I'm gonna actually do it right now.
The neck gang's so strong.
Neck gang pop, that's what I'm saying. Her neck.
Alright, she's getting it all hooked up. Finley's hating the, she's not liking the sunlight too bright on her though. Little chicken. Little stinker. But yeah, so here's the Summers Point where the circle used to be. So there's, I mean, the Point Diner, which has been there forever, and the Circle Liquor Store has been there forever. So this is like the main intersection of Summers Point, and then Ocean City is over there. And this is the Summers Mansion, this building up here on the hill. So it's pretty historic. I don't know, it's been there for a very, very long time.
For you.
No way. No way.
There it is, the shot, farmer's market today.
Bring her all the way up.
How do we, I guess.
Yep.
Oh, all the way around.
Oh, with the mittens.
She has to. She
What
scratches
memories?
her
Yeah, I know the mittens.
little mittens.
Mittens the kittens.
She looks just like you, Sam.
I know. It's wild.
That's what she likes to do.
How's it feel? You feel like new people?
Mm-hmm.
Do you?
Kinda, yeah.
In what way?
Your life just changed, brother.
You got some Folkleys on?
No way.
The Fugazi.
You're officially little Sasquatch now.
How's that?
You're a dad. You got all the responsibility.
That's not true, because now Sasquatch, well, he's already been a granddad, so.
Yeah, that's true.
So I'd have to step it up to granddad level to be on his level.
Nobody's at his level. Let's be real.
How so?
Local legend.
All right, give us a rundown of the farmer's market. That's what we came for.
You're late. It's about to be over.
That's what you're claiming?
What do you guys sleep in now? You're on her schedule? This guy's up at like 6 o'clock every day.
Not me anymore. I
Not
sleep till like
anymore?
11.
Whenever she's sleeping, right?
Well, he takes like first shift.
We got you these.
No way.
The Army's for you, though. Do they have Drip and Scoop here?
Drip and Scoop's off today, actually.
They left, so there's no coffee.
There's no coffee.
So we might,
you know what?
We might as well just leave now then.
Do you do cold coffee at all? Oh, there's the Death Wish super craziest coffee of all Summers Point right now at the Twisted Lemonade booth.
All right, we'll go there. All right, we'll see you next week at the market. Drip and Scoop. Drip and Scoop's not here, and that's the only reason we came.
Yeah. Oh, wait. Oh, we'll go all the way around. Look at this.
Going all the way around's funner, though.
It is.
Alright, so this is like basically a stage up here so you can see everything. So this is what I was talking about. This is like the main traffic area in Summers Point. And there's, all over there's the bay, obviously. And then the Summers Mansion. That's like a stage up there.
What's that?
Who's buying all this? Slanging some corn.
Times 5. This is like 450 years we're at right now.
What, today alone?
Yeah.
You're lying.
No.
So people love corn.
Yeah. Thank you again.
Thank
They don't have any. Yeah, yeah.
Little munchie cone.
So it's been successful at the market.
Yeah, this is actually
A slow day.
a slow day.
We were expecting Drip and Scoop down here.
Well, it's a little late, but some seafood.
They do have seafood?
Yeah, live crabs, clams.
I don't. Are you
No,
the?
that had to come from.
Let's get this.
Who had that? The food truck? The coffee?
No, I went ahead and got
Oh,
it.
you did. That's ours.
But I'm gonna keep it in the refrigerator.
Okay. All right. Yeah. Don't cross out the whole thing all at once. You should be climbing the walls like a squirrel. You're tall though. You'll be able to peel off the ceiling.
This guy over here. Yeah, what's that guy's name? He has the strongest coffee. You got the strongest coffee on the East Coast, right?
They claim strongest in the world.
What's your name?
Will.
Tucker. Let's get 2 of them.
All right. Let's do it.
Just a little bit though, nothing crazy. Death Wish coffee. Strongest coffee in the world. Has a warning with it too. In some cases, death. Is it true?
It's possible. The first part of that warning is legit. So they if you have heart issues or are prone to panic attacks, they actually recommend that you don't consume the coffee.
Let me just get one of them then.
Okay. So how are we rocking it? Do you want it sweetened or not?
Yeah,
agave.
sweeten's fine. Yeah.
Then I have 4 cream options for you. I got oat milk, half and half, caramel macchiato non-dairy, or Cold Stone sweet cream non-dairy.
The last one.
Cold Stone sweet cream?
Yeah, yeah.
Good choice.
Here it goes. This is your company, your guys' company?
Yeah. So we are Twisted Lemonade, Bevco.
Company.
Specialize in handmade, all-natural lemonades. We also do a cold brew tea, and meet somewhere in the middle is a half and half. The rest of the world knows as an Arnold Palmer. And then we also have amazing iced coffees. We're about to try it right now.
I think I'll try the Arnold Palmer. Okay. Tablets, but I do have straws available if you would like. $12. So just 12, no zeros. Oh, you could. That works. Thank you very much.
All right,
No
here it
zeros.
is.
There it is.
Death Wish sweet with sweet cream.
Wow. Let's see. How much is that?
6?
6?
Yeah, man.
It says 7 down there.
Friends and family, dude.
Okay. Thank you. All right. Advise not to drink this if you have heart problems.
Lip like her, so I don't know, but she has more of a shape like Turner does, because Turner has really big lips.
Her face right here is just like looking at you. That's so like.
It's trippy, right?
You should get DNA test and make sure she's some of you in there.
Long lashes, mine are fake, obviously.
I was going to say her ears fake.
Mine are super fake, but his aren't.
Look how she's a candy. Look at her. She's like taking a picture. That's right.
She takes kisses too.
She'll be used to that camera so quick.
She'll be taking the pictures. Watch out.
Oh, baby GoPro.
There's a little scratch on her from her fingers. Where's he at? Has he seen one of these lately?
You know what you could do? You can
Look, he just said.
Wow, I feel like he got so big.
You just have a little baby now. He just looks big.
Hey, Alan, how are ya?
I mean, honestly, yeah, because I was so nervous to hold her in the beginning.
It's different when it's yours, though.
What is she doing?
She's got neck gang.
She needs to get her head in here. She'd never be able to fall out of there, though. That's what's so nice about it. Do you smell my fart?
Yes, I do.
Or was it hers? I don't know. Our flavors are the same.
Ew.
Butters. Remember when Paul was saying that you were run-of-the-mill, dime a dozen? Well, let's see how he thinks about it now. When we know, first-hand experience, that she's top of the crop. Best cat ever. All right, here we are. So 2 weeks. 2 weeks since Finley's been born. So she is 2 weeks old today. I'm out here on the deck with my boy Crow. Crow. And I'm finishing the cigar that I got from Sammy's aunt. I've just been smoking it for the 2 weeks. Well, a whole week. I started smoking it last week after the week mark. And all week this week I've smoked it. This is probably the first full cigar that I ever smoked in my life. But it was a celebration. And Godfather Paul's here. He brought us Chipotle. He's sitting in there with Sammy watching Skinwalker Ranch. And we're just living it up. Finley's sleeping right now. She's been for a few hours. She'll probably end up getting up. She might have actually already got up. Let me see. But yeah, just living the dream. Living it up. Everything's literally been perfect. Both of her doctor's appointments were perfect. She doesn't go back until the month mark now. And she's just been eating so much. Smiling. Went to the farmer's market today. Oh yeah, I wanted to say, too, for anyone who ever comes down to the beach here, like in the summer, or I guess it goes till like September, check out the Summers Point Farmers Market. Like I said, our friends Concrete Rob, his wife Desiree, and their son are the ones who run it, and they're all legends, so check it out. I think they have a Facebook page too. I know they have a Facebook page, actually. I don't think. Rue. She smells the smoke from the cigar. Rue. Crow. So, like, literally over the past 2 weeks, they've just been hanging out. Most of the time, the cats hang out here on the back deck, which is a pretty nice catio. I mean, we built this for them. But it's been a lot easier to do it like that, so then they're not all over in there when Finn's like trying to sleep. What are you doing?
I'm just coming out to see, hang out here.
Alright. And see what?
See what's going on, see
Crow, because this is Crow's domain. Damn, that fresh ink though. How'd you get that?
It's Ill Will. That's it.
Let's see it.
Ill Will original.
I like that.
Those were Sharksters.
Nice placement too.
Mm-hmm.
Squeezed it right in there.
I know.
The thing that's crazy is your arms are bigger, so like if they put that tat on my arm, it would look so much bigger.
I got room for more.
No, you don't.
I'm getting a couple of short sleeves from Ill Will.
Short sleeves or do 3/4 sleeves?
No.
Do
Maybe
just the
later.
whole sleeve up until the wrist.
No.
Crow.
Crow.
Now he wants to go in because you came out here.
Crow bug.
Because you bully him.
Not true. Crow buggy. Come here, Crow.
See, will he go to his natural owner? Yes. That's me.
If I were sure, he'd go and find Eddie's. Yeah, move those piggies so I can get this bottle in there.
She doesn't move those piggies.
He's feeding her with the bottle. This is adorable.
Oh.
What's she doing? You think she's drinking the bottle?
No, she's not.
She's not even hungry. She's not hungry anymore.
You have to like kind of like force it, and then she kind of like latches on to the.
She might have ate enough already. Maybe she's just playing them out.
Gotta put it in there, and then.
Yep. There she goes.
Crow. Who are you gonna fight tonight, Crow?
Crow. Nobody likes the feisty Crow. You gotta stop being a bull. Are you gonna fight me?
He's looking for his next victim.
He's wondering why there's gorilla on this bed, babe. Did you see that?
Just because of MJ. I see him.
You just like to leave it there.